Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is the 23rd tutorial in this course, and in this tutorial we're going to talk about relational operators in PHP, and we're going to check out a bunch of relational operators. I have a file opened up in my text editor. This one's called relational.php. On line number 6 I have the opening PHP tag, and then way down below on line number 36 I have the closing PHP tag. So this is probably the longest script file that we've checked out in this course, but then it's really simple to understand, and let's just walk through it. So on line number 7 I have created a variable called x. I've given it an integer value 15. On line number 8 I have created another variable y, and this one has the value 10. On line number 9 I have created a variable called z, and this one has the value 15, but it's of string type. So I know it's of string type because I have enclosed the value within double quotes, right? And then on line number 10 I have an if statement, and this statement is going to check whether the value in variable x is the same as the value in variable y, right? So this relational operator is the equality operator, and this is something that we haven't checked out in this course till now. And relational operators basically are used to compare quantities. So we actually did use relational operators in the last tutorial, when we made comparisons like x is greater than y or y is greater than x. So those are the greater than or the less than operators. This one is going to check whether the value in x is the same as the value in y. So you have two equal to symbols as the equality operator in PHP. And if the condition is going to evaluate to true, we're going to get inside the if block, and we're going to execute this statement, which is going to display the message the numbers are equal, right? And if the condition evaluates to false, then that means that either x is greater than y or y is greater than x. Now we could sort of take care of that scenario or those scenarios using an else statement, but we're not doing that. Instead, we have another if statement on line number 14, which is going to check whether the values are different or not. And the relational operator in PHP to check whether two quantities are different is the exclamation equal to operator, and this one's also called the not equal to operator. So you check equality using two equal to symbols, and you check whether quantities are unequal using the exclamation symbol and the equal to symbol. So if this condition evaluates to true, it would mean that firstly we're going to use echo to show the message the numbers are not equal, and then we also have another if statement on line number 18 inside the if block of the statement on line number 14. So again, this is something that we haven't checked out in this course till now, that you can have one if statement within another if statement, and you can actually nest to a level as deep as you want. So you could have another if statement within this if block, or you could have an if else construct within the block of this else statement on line number 22. So you can actually go as crazy as you want to go with the nesting of if statements. So anyway, on line number 18, this if statement is going to check whether the value of x is less than y. If that is the case, then we're going to display the message x is less than y. If that's not the case, then we are going to go into the else block, and I have the else statement on line number 22, and we are going to display the message y is less than x. So this is going to cover all scenarios for x and y. Now I have another if statement on line number 27, and this one's going to check again whether the value of the variable x is the same as the value of variable z. That's because I have two equal to symbols here. So this is the equality operator, and at the moment this test condition is going to evaluate to true. And you might be wondering why, because the variable z is of string type and the variable x is of integer type. What's going to happen is PHP is going to convert this value to integer value, and it's then going to compare it with the variable x. It's not going to compare the values straight away. And if you want PHP to compare the values as well as the types of variables, then you can use the triple equal to operator in PHP, right? So instead of having two equal to symbols, have an additional equal to symbol, type in 3, and this one's going to check whether the values are same and the types are same or not, right? So let me save this file, and open my browser, and I actually have this file open. So currently the output that we see is the numbers are not equal, y is less than x, and x is equal to z, right? So as I said, this if block is actually going to execute, because even though x and z are of different types, they have the same value 15. Now if suppose I change this to integer value, let's save the file and reload the page. Now we see x is equal to z and they are of the same type, right? So that's because the if block for the statement on line number 31, which has the triple equal to operator, this block has now executed, right? So that's it for this tutorial. I'm going to see you in the next video, in which we'll discuss something interesting and important. And I hope you guys had fun watching this one, and you may subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. See you in the next video. Till then, take care.